County Board of Supervisors meeting, and we just wrapped up our closed session discussion. County Council, do we have any report outs?
No, Mr. Chairman, the board took no reportable action today.
Great, thank you. I believe we're done with our discussion items, and we're done with our closed session. At this point, let me have public comments, please.
We have 7.
7, okay. 2 minutes each, please. Please call the speakers.
The first 3 speakers are Janelle Oresco, Joe Bonavidi, and Kenneth Batiste.
Can you read the names again, please?
Janelle Oresco, Joe Bonavidi, and Kenneth Batiste.
Since we seem to have lack of speakers, can we bump that time back up to 3 minutes?
I'm not negotiating, sir.
Okay. First thing, giving honor unto God and those politicians that are serving him. 2 minutes, 7 speakers. We've been here since 9 o'clock. The agenda has been changed to silence us, but we won't be silenced. When the nation was watching us, you changed the agenda back to go ahead and have your comments first thing in the morning. When they come back again and we have the news vans, we have the 16 buses, we have the protesters from Santa Ana, the congressmen, when we have from California, when we have all of them, the agenda will be changed. But it's all in an attempt to go ahead and silence us. But we, the advocates, will not be silenced. We will wait. We will sit. It didn't make a difference if this meeting went on to 12 o'clock. We were going to speak our piece. The homeless situation has blown up in your face. The people in Laguna Niguel, Huntington Beach, never thought that the riverbed would ever affect them. But that's part of being a family. If you don't have family, you don't have anything except for God and country. It's all comes together at the end of the day. The values, the objectives, all of us, the values that we live, the dreams, identifying purpose in such a violent world. Our culture of who we are and what we are and what we do is slowly slipping away. We in Orange County need to go ahead and remember that we are our brother's keeper, and the followers of Christ make a difference. Thank you.
The next 3 speakers are Brian Kay, Elias Eglin, and Robert Seglin.
Happy day. Andy Doe, last month when I spoke, you actually addressed me and said you didn't like what I was saying. Wasn't that I said something wrong or illegal or was violating the Brown Act or any laws or codes. You just didn't like what I was saying. It's like a supreme leader type of act right there. It's not that you had any laws or anything that motivated you. And I realized you didn't like what I had to say, but that's only because you didn't know and you weren't following the law. Todd Spitzer complained that crimes go unreported. I can't count the number of reports that I filed about being concussed by your mental health professionals. And nobody wants to address those complaints. It's been 2 months. I guess it's okay for you to beat up and terrorize society's most vulnerable group, the mentally ill. And you sit here and say there's nothing you can do, but you keep giving them money to do that. Sean Nelson, you took the fire department to task today. Because you haven't taken mental health, the district attorney, or the sheriff department, Nate Zeglin, without any evidence, had his pants dropped and pictures of his genitalia taken. Now, they've reported to you that that's happening. Because you didn't do anything, that happened to me. Thank you, Sean Nelson. You took your fire department to task, but you let your sheriffs, your district attorney, and your public defenders forge documents, false reports, and put innocent people in jail and put people who are not mentally ill into your facilities. You're going to keep making the same mistakes while you stand here and grandstand about others. And one last comment, you busted on the fire department for their manners and their personal appearance. Not one of you has looked at me. Todd Spitzer is
Mr. Cave, you're done.
insanely busy over there. At no point in time does he address the public.
Thank you.
Happy day.
Good morning, Honorable Chairman Doe and the Board of Supervisors. Thank you for leaving 2 minutes to speak to the end of the day. My name is Ilya Tseglin. My son Robert Michael Klabnikin have been coming diligently for every your meeting to plead for Nate's innocent life from being exterminating. We believe that at some point you, as the highest authority in the county, may see clearly that innocent life is a matter for your attention to oversight the public safety in the county in the direction of law and order. Why the human life, law, and constitution has no value in your county? When I presented Nate has been used by director of Orange County Regional Center and his praxis for profiteering from public funding in the amount of $6 million for his personal and his praxis profiteering. Just review the probate case number 246780, and you may see clearly the fabrication and lies. The probate mental family court is a complete legal fraud committed by judges type Hubbard, Lee, Brown, who openly disregard the Constitution, common law, disability law, Lanterman Act, integrity of the public official, dignity and moral. And your public defender, as Feldon, Bianchi, Hill, Petrosina, to contribute to the public distrust to public official. Thank you. I don't have another 1 minute to finish.
Hello, Honorable Board of Supervisors, Brother Nate Seglin. This is Robert Seglin. As I reiterated before, my brother Nate Seglin was kidnapped 3 times. I alluded to that in San Diego was the Child Protective Services. He was not under any mental health evaluation, placed in a foster care home, ran away from the foster care home, instead of saying, oh, he wants to be with his family where he was kidnapped, and he used to live there for many years and all his life and go to school and so forth. Instead, they traumatized him further by placing him in various facilities, including UCSD CAPS. As I told you before, almost overdosed on a monthly injection of Haldol. Transferred eventually to Fairview Developmental Center in 2008. Was lucky, almost miraculously released in time from Fairview, 2008. Resided in the home 6 years from 2008 to 2012 with services at the home, but at the behest of, reportedly at the behest of a regional center, either removed services from the home or some reports were issued or made. Kidnapped, I believe, in 2012 by the Irvine Police Department with no order, no court order, no warrant, and placed in Cerritos Medical Center. So we're referring, this is referring to probate case A246780, and any other cases you can refer to. So you have a case of an individual, my brother, who has been confined in the Santa Ana group home, placed allegedly on Zyprexa Depakote, allegedly has seizures EPS, despite reports to Adult Protective Services. Not only they don't do their duty, but the public defender, previously John Feldon, filed a motion to suspend the conservatorship because of the reporting. So I hope your offices could do something to release him and save his life instead of obstructing justice. Thank you.
Last speaker is Lou Noble.
Well, Mental health services, drug experimentation like Seglin's son Nate is not right. Criminalization of the homeless and fear-mongering is not what we come here for. Most of the homeless people are victims, not criminals. The mental problem of some come from depression, oppression, and abuse by authority, which leads to some to PTSD. A misfortune like losing your jobs, homes, or being foreclosed under unlawful foreclosure will cause stress and lead to mental problems as we know it. And then having to face oppression by law enforcement who kick you out from one place to another, it takes a toll. We should all know that these mental problems could be avoided by helping people as soon as they become homeless. Criminalizing the homeless for being homeless is not the answer. We as advocates are in our boots in the ground have come to know people, no matter who they are, only need a helping hand to get them back on their feet. And for the chronically homeless, these will need more attention and time to recoup. I say education and more social workers is what we need, not law enforcement, jails, which cost taxpayers millions more than housing. We ask for housing for so long, and people are still dying out there. So, come together. And I know the cities are waiting for that, for the money to be allocated. And it comes the time now that we must take care of this problem like the judge wants. Once and for all, take care of the problems because there are solutions. People out there that are misinformed and are feared don't have the solutions. We have brought them to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes the public comment section. The CEO comments. Mr. Kim, do you have any comments? Perfect. Supervisor comments at this time? Comments? Adjournment or
For
comments?
adjournments.
Okay, we'll do adjournments in a minute. Comments? Comment. Supervisor Spitzer, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I just want to congratulate and thank Waste and Recycling. We finally cut a deal with the City of Orange. We took back the methane recovery system. They were able to develop the dog park. We opened the dog park this weekend, and it would never have happened without SCS Engineering, who did the gas methane recovery system, and OC Waste and Recycling. So very, very appreciative. Thank you, Mr. Noble. Win all the way around, so thank you very much.
All right. So I'll take my time to make really just news hot off the press. Assemblywoman Sharon Kirk Silva was able to get the approval to extend the armories for at least 90 days, past April 15th. So that gives us some breathing room. Okay, with that, I believe it's end of our meeting today, and the next board meeting is a special meeting at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, April 17th, and the next regular meeting is Tuesday, April 24th at 9:30, same place. Thank you.